So, you guys remember Cha-Cha Chilla, our very curious specimen over here? And I might have, I told you guys, right? And yeah, there's a lot of people that like are supporting her and shit like that. You can see here 46k engagement and then like 18k, 18 comments, right? Let's see this shit. Yeah. Quit making content, stop playing victim. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are just on her, right? And then a day later, she decides to make a tweet. I want to address something important. To everyone who feels hurt by me, whether it was something I did, said, or failed to understand, I'm genuinely sorry. Hearing so many people come forward with their own stories has made me reflect deeply. Even if I don't agree with every detail or remember things the same way, I know that if multiple people are saying they were hurt, then something I did caused that pain and I have to own that. I'm human, I flawed, I make mistakes, and I'm learning that intent isn't the same as impact. I don't want to run from this. I don't want to hide behind excuses. I want to face my shortcomings and work to be better. I'm committed to growing, listening, and making sure I don't repeat the same mistakes. I know this won't fix everything overnight, and I don't expect immediate forgiveness, but I do hope that I can earn trust back over time by changing, not just saying I will. Thank you for those who were honest with me, even if it was painful to hear. I'm going to do better. Do you believe this? No? Yeah, exactly. You don't believe this. And you know why you shouldn't believe this? You shouldn't believe this because she has done this multiple times in the past, apparently. Right? And this is the sort of person, if you've seen her like behavior displayed the past 3 weeks of the past week or so, you damn well know this is the type of person that would say this shit, tell you what you wanna hear, and absolutely try to rile up anything and like everything behind the scenes. Right? She would have stepped away from the internet a long time ago. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we're going to talk about Elara, right? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Please tell me how you failed to understand this. This is intentional and full of malice. I was not your friend. You just constantly bothered to get me on a tea time episode. How dare you try to weaponize me against someone else? This is not what I stand for and certainly not what my news coverage represents either. I'm not a mouthpiece for your agenda or hate against others. I won't stand for even an insinuation that I can and will be used that way. And the reason why she says this is because Bunny Alisu talked to a VTuber and threatened them, actually. Look, that's crazy. What timing? No, I'm gonna release everything. Shouldn't have threatened me. Should have supported Blank despite clear evidence that she has been slandering me. I'm posting it all. And unless you can convince me not to. Cutie emoji. Oh yeah, I'll have Elari cover it too, since I'm friends with her. Literally using Elara's name to threaten someone into silence, chat. Holy fucking shit. You see contexts like this. You think this is the same kind of person that's unironically going to suddenly change their ways? You think the things that she has done in the past and even in the present are all caused by her fucking like schizophrenia or whatever mental disorder or whatever human flaws that she claims to have? That's blackmail? Yeah, of course it's blackmail, right? And it's not done yet. Kibi over here from VCrypted says this. I need to say something because I found out you're the same person who messed up me and my close friends. You're not sorry. You've messed up so many people that I care about and you've caused so much hurt in the past. Genuinely get help this time. Stop falsely saying you will and actually do something for once in your life. I'm sick of tired of you creating rebrands, tricking some of us by using fake other ego voices, starting shit over and over again. Get off the internet for a good amount of time, seek a certified mental health professional. We're gonna get into this, okay? We're gonna get into this. Because apparently, she did actually talk to like mental health professionals, and these same professionals think that she's a fucking psycho and thinks she's unreasonable. Like unironically, right? You shit talk so much of the community to the point you tried coming to me, where I shut you down because you tried to shit talk my friends, so you stopped talking to me altogether. You have disgustingly doxed people I'm mutual with, so it's actually just not Apollo. You can see why. You have to wonder. Twitch raid? Yeah, you have to wonder. Why is she only focusing on Apollo? So she's doxed everyone else except Apollo? That's not a very good defense here, Chief, okay? You committed some actual heinous crimes if those allegations are also true. This isn't just about social drama, it's about you needing to actually self-reflect and become a better version of yourself as an adult woman should, or continue to be blacklisted as well as reported to the authorities for the deeds you've done. Get help, Bunny. I mean it. No bullshitting anymore. We're both autistic, but you're not a 12-year-old. Just so we have an account of Alara. We have this account, right? We have two. We have like okay. You know what? Just to prove a point, let's just go over here. View post engagements. She thinks a rebrand is gonna make everyone forget. Oh, every VTuber who has something to hide is going to say a rebrand is going to make something forget. Oh, Apollo says something over here. She responds, whatever apology you have to say, I will never forgive you. This wasn't a mistake. That wasn't flaw. This wasn't you learning. This was revenge and sabotage. You had 5 lives and each of one you didn't learn from. Oh, 5 fucking lives? I thought there was only 3. Niache Reese, Bunny Alsu, Ame Watasagi. Oh, yeah, I knew that one girl too. Tried to pretend to be nice to me and switching over to your bunny account to blame me for your brain damage on my birthday. Oh, I wonder what this is about. Violet Sky VT. And now Chacha, another lesson that you haven't learned from again. You will do whatever it takes to see people hurt, to get any clout that you think you deserve. You're rotten inside and out. You ruin lives and hurt people. You will run again just like you always do. A silo you can't run from. Run from, rather. Have fun being alone. And you know, and in response to this, she says, who is Violet Sky VT? Okay? Now, at this point, it doesn't matter. Oh, you tell us. Let's fucking go. Okay, so chat. It doesn't matter, right? If this fucking cha-cha-chilla person, it doesn't matter if there are like some things that Apollo got wrong. Or maybe she had a rat, somebody told her something and it wasn't necessarily true. Right? It's not, like, we have gotten to a point in this goddamn drama where this person has so many accounts of multiple bad behaviors, not just with one person, but like probably literally like most people she has engaged with, and can speak to her absolute fucking behavior. It's not just Apollo. She seems to hone in on Apollo for some reason, right? Even though literally everyone is accusing her of the same things that Apollo is doing. None of them are accusing them of revenge porn, but like doxing, lying, blackmailing, among many other things. That were things that we have seen people post that she did. More recently is Alara trying to fucking blackmail people. Holy shit. And then she's just going to escape from this. 100% she's just going to fucking escape from this. Right? Like, again, we've gotten to a point where the details doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Okay? So, it is so bad. It's insane. So anyway, she makes one last tweet. Coming forth. Okay? Coming forth. Okay. Let's fucking go. I am sorry about what I posted towards ad-free and Flork. I took things way too far and enforced my worldview on others too harshly when it shouldn't have been enforced at all. Whether the intent was there or not, I hurt people. I'm sincerely sorry about that. I never should have posted that clip out of context. I never should have made that post calling out ad-free and Flork. It was roleplay. Just because my feelings were hurt does not excuse me pulling the rug from everyone else's feet. I'm sorry to the Minecraft SMP servers for server members for toppling over a supportive and fun environment that was supposed to build relationships, not break them. I'm sorry to the SMP staff and owner for bringing up a non-issue to their attention and then bringing it to the public's eyes. However, I never did any of the things Apollo is accusing me of, and here is evidence proving Apollo has been slandering me for years. Okay, before we go over everything, why are you not apologizing to everyone else? Why are you not apologizing to Elara or whoever this screenshot that Alara came from? Okay? Why did you not apologize to this guy's friend? Why didn't you not apologize to, what's his name? Why did you not apologize to this person and the other person? The person this person is talking about, rather. Valkyria and her multiple friends. Why are you not apologizing to these people? Wow. It's almost as if you're not actually sorry for what you've done to other people. You're only sorry for the Florks, SVA, and ad-free situation because you don't think you've done anything wrong against everyone else that you've fucking victimized, that you've done wrong. Wow. And now somebody is trying to, and now somebody, Apollo in this case, is telling people that you are a fucking liar, a blackmailer, a lot of other things that we have seen people testify, post screenshots of, and post evidence of. Why are you not apologizing for them? Why just Apollo? Gee, I wonder why nobody trusts her. So anyway, let's go over it. Over the past year, there have been multiple ongoing misunderstandings and claims made about me behind the scenes that I feel I need to address openly. My goal is not to attack anybody, and please do not direct harassment at— oh, shut the fuck up. You harass people all the time. Right? Like, again, you should have threatened me, should have supported blank. I'm posting it all unless you can convince me not to. Oh yeah, I'll have Elara cover it so you get fucking shamed. Yeah, sure, buddy. Anyway, I want to acknowledge this situation began with a very painful moment in my life, and that I made many mistakes along the way. I am not without fault. However, I also believe that the narrative about what happened has become inaccurate, and some of the claims being spread about me are untrue. In early May of 2023, I was going through an intense period of depression. On May 6th, I made a suicide attempt. I reached out to a close friend at the time, who was Apollo Mythos, by sending a message that I should not have sent, a suicide note. In hindsight, this was a serious misjudgment on my part, and I fully understand receiving a message like that can be distressing. After surviving the attempt, I panicked, tried to have the email deleted by reaching out to her partner. Regardless of what had happened with the message, both Apollo and her partner had shown me support. The day after, while still recovering mentally as well as physically, I joined Apollo's group server to seek social interaction. During this, things became tense. Shortly after, I found myself blocked by Apollo and her partner and two mutual friends. I'd only shared my attempt with Apollo, so the situation was extremely confusing and painful. I want to be clear, I did reach out from two alternate accounts. This was not meant to be harassment. I was overwhelmed, confused, and trying to understand what had happened, and why I had somebody trusted had cut contact with no explanation. Oh gee, fucking wow. You reach out to two-person multiple times on two separate accounts, bombarding them with shit like that. Wow, that does not constitute as harassment to you, you dumb fuck. Okay. I was later told it was implied she needed space. As someone on the autism spectrum, implied communication is very hard for me to interpret, and I previously explained this to Apollo. Okay, sure. Shortly after this, I began hearing people I believed I faked my suicide my suicide attempt. Considering that Apollo was the only person I shared that information with, this was shocking to hear. The combination of being blocked by close friends, being told I was lying about a very real attempt, being socially isolated while in crisis, led to another attempt on May 9th. This time, I required hospitalization, including medical care and a stay in a psych ward. I experienced temporary hypoxia-related speech issues, and I have hospital records that confirm this. Original document ends here, not including screenshots of evidence. Okay, you know what this means, chat? This means that she wanted to drop this fucking one-page nothing burger Google docie before everything else. Ooh, oh, woe is me. I had the big sad and tried to oof myself, so forgive me of any crimes I did. Yeah, exactly. So you know how disgusting this is, chat? Look, imagine this situation, right? You claim, in this case, Chachazilla claims that Apollo is lobbing out accusations against her lying about a suicide note, right? That Apollo is apparently telling people that you faked your suicide. Your suicide allegedly failed, in which you decided to panically delete the message to Apollo. Again, with added context that she has known to have reincarnated multiple times, engaged with deceptive behavior against people, hide under her hospitalization as a shield, and have blackmailed and is utterly malicious with other people, and all sorts of other bullshit, Apollo decides to not engage with you after that. Right? We don't have this suicide note in the Google document. And let's say we bite the bullet and say you did go on that suicide attempt. Let's say you did go to Apollo and she didn't like the fact that you did. Well, of course it makes sense for Apollo to fucking think that you faked your suicide, no? Imagine the situation, chat. I send Rima a suicide note. She reads it one day later. She panics, is in emotional distraught. She learns a couple days later that I was still alive. Rima finds out that I deleted my message, only message her husband sometime after, and Rima shows me initial support. Woe is fucking me. I do another suicide sometime later. If I was Rima, of course I would think I faked my suicide, chat. This was a suicide note. Clear indication that I was already dead. And I only sent Rima the suicide note, not everyone else, just her. No fucking wonder nobody would believe you at that point. That and the fact that you engage in so much deceptive and lying behavior, which at this point Apollo already knew even before you sent her that suicide note. Yeah, of course. When the boy who cried wolf 3 times cries 3 times, cries another time rather, is anyone gonna come? Yeah, of course not. Fucking duh. It's just a boy crying wolf situation. I think she's like omitting something. I think she's omitting a lot of the things that is posted here. I think there are like various, like, there are many added, like, let's say, contexts and stuff that she intentionally omitted, right? Because she's just that type of person. From the accounts that we've seen, the behaviors and the wordings that she's engaged on Twitter, you think she's suddenly gonna stop lying now? Of course not. She's 100%. See, I can't even put this Google Doc. I can't even trust the first few pages of this Google Doc at face value, right? I can't, because when you present yourself, when you've been presented and exposed as a liar multiple times, right? Multiple times. And the bad kind of liar too. Like, this is even like a white lie situation where you had to lie to protect something, other people or yourself. This is like a full-blown malicious deceptive lie. Of course I'm gonna assume that your Google Doc probably has like some omitted information in it. 100%. 100%. Like, duh. Over a year later, I became aware that the allegations were still being made about me, specifically claims that I had posted revenge porn or doxed Apollo. I want to make this absolutely clear. I never had access to anyone's personal information, legal name or address. I was never sent explicit photos. I did not distribute anything of that nature. These claims have had heavy consequences for me, including blacklisted from opportunities. When I attempted to verify the situation with the company involved, I was told the screenshots were fake and I was threatened with legal action. When I asked for proof that certain messages could be recovered rather, I did not receive any. Also, a former member of the company, Hades, contacted me from an alternate account to explain they were not allowed to speak with me because of the situation, even further suggesting internal communication was influenced by misinformation. Gee, I wonder who and why. I've stayed quiet for so long because I was scared, because I was threatened with legal consequences. Now that I understand those threats had no legal basis and that misinformation is still circulating, I have the right to defend myself and present the truth as I experienced it. I have documentation to support my hospitalization, proof of conversation, and additional context that I am willing to share. My hope is not to reignite conflict but to advocate for myself, correct false claims, and provide clarity to this situation that has affected my reputation and mental well-being. You know, if it's just I can't genuinely understand why it's only Apollo she's like trying to correct or she's trying to talk about. I can't understand. For the life of me, I cannot understand why she's not going for everyone else. Right? Jesus. Look at this shit. That misinformation is still circulating. I have the right, like, wow, you think this was Apollo's fault? I have no doubt in my mind Apollo has told company these lies, but I do not have evidence of this. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, sure. Completely understandable. I will have talk with Mother Management about this real soon. Okay, sure. I love you. Hi, I love you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you keeping in touch. Okay, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Apollo, hi my love, how are you doing? I'm good. Yeah, I made a new friend. We're gonna collab soon. Her name's Bunny Alisu. She's super nice. OMG, be very careful about her. She's a liar and very manipulative. She lied to me about attempting suicide. If I was you, I would avoid her. I'll be very careful. Okay. Is Apollo wrong though? Be very careful. She's a liar and very manipulative. Is Apollo wrong? Okay. Is Apollo wrong? Look, even if we believe the fact that you did attempt suicide, Apollo's still not wrong. We've gotten to that point. We actually, yeah, no, chat, I have whiskey right now. The Jack Daniels is very needed for any VTuber Google Doc. No, for this particular one, because this was stupid. Anyway, Mythos replies saying that like the screenshots are fake and that you've been circulating fake screenshots with Apollo. Okay, this part of the doc, Bunny, do me a favor and delete one of the things you just posted. Why? I will show you that you can recover messages. Okay, if you can give me proof, I believe you. Okay, it gone, right? Okay, so basically this is just them. Like, it's a very unproductive back and forth about like Bunny trying to asking, begging, fucking demanding that Trey proves that deleted messages can be recovered. And she is so like annoying and she is so like, what's I'm call it? Like she's such a Karen about it. She decides to snap back. Right? She decides to snap back and I mean, you guys can read it if you want. Like I said, I have read through read through this. And it's not like worth reading about. And the reason why I have to skip this, because these screenshots prove nothing, chat. But why though? No, exactly, yeah. These screenshots prove nothing. These screenshots only prove that, yes, Bunny did in fact approach Mythos, the company, and their management told them to go fuck themselves. Right? That's the only thing that this proves. President Nusagi over here. We now have another screenshot expose where Bunny Alisu flat out admits that she suicide baited, yet she tries to argue that she did not fake her suicide attempt. And so again, even if she did attempt suicide, she intended to weaponize that information and to use it against people who give her pushback, the same way she weaponizes her disability. It's genuinely an inferior way of thinking. This part is important, okay? Well, okay, I don't know about important, but like somewhat relevant, I guess. Oh shit, give me a sec. Irrelevant. Why are you posting this again? I am trying to understand here, but TBH I don't. I received more evidence, a screenshot where she is clearly spreading rumors about me. Referring to that fucking Apollo screenshot where Apollo said that she is a liar and a manipulator, which turns out to be true. Oh, and did you reach back out to management and show them? This is not just a random person, this is a company that's already given you a cease and desist, and you're posting about that again? After you have opened yourself to legal action. I did, but they have no ground to sue me. Fraud and defamation would only be if the screenshots were fake, but the screenshots weren't fake. You are actually a liar and a manipulator, bro. What is wrong with you? If you have a line of communication with the company and they have they have issued a legal statement to you, you have to go back on that line of communication. You're in direct violation of it, regardless of the validity of the screenshot. Not to mention their claim is you faking screenshots, which only makes it look worse for you. And the time of it works very poorly in your favor. So, this person, okay, so the reason why I tell you, chat, why this is important, is that this person is actively trying to tell her that, hey, you are going to fucking hurt yourself. Stop it. Right? Stop it. If you want to do something, don't do it in this way. Right? Why is it so bad for me to publicly address what she's doing to me? She's the one who started this by falsifying rumors about me and slandering my name, which, again, yeah, I am defending myself, and starting a lawsuit requires money to hire a lawyer. There are no public defenders for civil suits. Yes, there are people who talk about me too, it's like that here, but dragging all of Twitter and VTuber sphere into this opens you into more rumors, not less. You are bringing the whole world into a personal matter that should be addressed in private through legal means, and a written statement of cease and desist is binding, same as if you tell someone, do not contact me again or I will seek legal action. Wow! A very reasonable thing to tell a mentally ill person. But she says, so I'm just supposed to ignore her actively trying to sabotage my friendships? It sucks, but yes, the way you are handling it is only going to make it worse, not better. You are giving them fuel, which several she's succeeding in destroying. And if they did If she did, then did they weren't friends in the first place? Also pretty valid. I refuse to stand idly by while somebody attempts to ruin my sole source of income as a disabled person. You see, this statement is everything wrong with her. This statement is everything wrong with her. Because we have, again, we know that she's a liar and manipulator. She still tries to claim that that's false. Okay? Okay? Even if Apollo told people that you faked your suicide, you have already enough people avoiding you, shit-talking you beyond what Apollo did. Because you are actually a gaslighter and manipulator. Right? And instead of thinking things through, instead of handling it professionally, handling it like an actual reasonable person, the way somebody with like more than one brain cell would think, you say this. You use your disability as a justification for inciting actual retarded violent action. You want to threaten people, use this as a crutch, and use any means, the slightest perceived threats to fuck up anybody. That's not just Apollo, that's literally everybody. Right? You might have remember what Flork said in his previous document, in his statement, his response against Bunny Alisu, right? Florks knew that Bunny Alisu was gonna do this because Bunny Alisu has done this multiple times in the past. Gee, I wonder why. It's as if, wow. So, like, I don't even know how to describe the sheer retardation of this. See, she thinks Apollo is the reason why her name is ruined behind the scenes. Why, quote, just somebody is attempting to ruin my soul. Dude, you are doing that to yourself by being retarded. Okay? You are being retarded right now. Genuinely, we do not negotiate with terrorists. There's a reason why you don't negotiate with terrorists. Straight up. They're not worth negotiating. This sort of person, see, chat, the reason, you know why this person even has a platform or whatever the case with to begin with? I'm going to bet my ass she has Karen'd her way to the top, or Karen'd her way to the place where she is now. Right? Because she uses her crutch of disability and is very inflammatory about it, she is such a Karen, people has given her an inch, and she has taken more than a mile. 100% that's what happened. Apollo might be her, hyperfixation. Yeah, I don't know why it's just Apollo. Like, we have, like, evidence. We have people all over from across the different walks of the industry telling you that you're a bad person, and for some reason you think Apollo is responsible for your, like, reputational downfall and the ruination of your name behind the scenes. Wow. Insane. Damn, the controversy is so bad and I'm just stop typing, it's just not watching. Yeah, because it's the kind of, like, retardation and drama that just turns you speechless, TBH. Like, you don't know what to say. How can you say something that can break through to this person? That is a bold statement. It's a true statement. With the evidence you have, it doesn't show that. So attempting to sabotage my career doesn't equal trying to sabotage my income? What does that even mean? Bro is saying you don't have evidence to back up what you're claiming, and you're trying to bring up another topic entirely. Jesus. Yeah, you don't have any evidence of that. You have one screenshot of her warning one person to be careful because of what they believe you did to them. That doesn't constitute as clear sabotage. Yeah, no, exactly. But they are lies. I've sent her proof that I was hospitalized. She's knowingly engaging in slander. I've even posted publicly multiple times. Okay. My last conversation with mutuals that blocked me after Apollo blocked me. Hi, how you doing? I'm doing I'm doing okay. I'm just chilling. How about you, cutie? Just vibing. Nice. I hope you're having a good evening. I'm kind of bored though, lol. Excited for Anime Central. Oh, you're going to AC? That's so hype. I reached affiliate. I'm going to Anime Central. They control my events. What the fuck is this supposed to be? My last conversations with my mutual friends that blocked me after Apollo blocked me? What does that mean? Chat, you know this is a lie? Mythos existed in 2024. These screenshots are 2023. Mythos didn't even exist in 2023. She's actually retarded. Okay. Okay, buddy. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm DMs with a mutual friend of Apollo who was told by her mods incriminating things. Okay, sure. Hey, honey, so I'm going to go ahead and refund you for the date thingy. Where can I send it? Why? I just don't believe I'm gonna have time for it. I don't want to make you wait any longer. Oh, is that also why you kicked me from your server? That was a mod decision. I do apologize about that, but due to other accounts of others' experiences, my mod team felt it was best. Why didn't you listen to my side? Nobody bothered asking about my side. After my attempt, everybody blocked me. Even my counselors at the psych ward said that was unreasonable behavior. Holy shit. Okay. Look. Your counselors at the psych ward said that whatever you did, however you conducted yourself after or before or during your suicide attempt was unreasonable behavior. See, so chat, remember, if counselors think, if actual private medical professionals think that what you did during, after, before, or whatever the case, somewhere around near your suicide attempt, thinks that you were unreasonable, what would normal other people think? What did you do during your, what did you do in your suicide attempt that made people wanna block you? Because if multiple people, not just Apollo, started blocking you after your suicide attempt, what did you fucking do? What are you omitting? What information are you not showing us? Because you know that age-old adage, right? You know that age-old adage, if everybody how did it go again? If you have problems with everyone, then maybe you're the problem. And as you can see, we go over his Google Doc. 183 comments, 73 reposts, 55 likes. I provided evidence that Apollo has been slandering me for years. No, you didn't. You showed her once warning somebody about you, and that's literally it, Lamau. That doesn't even constitute count as slandering. Yeah? 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 So saying I faked a suicide attempt, that I didn't fake is not slandering? Here's why I don't necessarily think that's slander. For one, what she said is actually facts and true from a personal objective observation. You are a liar and a manipulator. And two, again, circumstantial, it's if everyone around you started telling you that the circumstances around your suicide attempt or whatever the case might be is like unreasonable, especially your actual medical professional psych ward people, like professionals are telling you what you did was unreasonable, and if friends around you started distancing from themselves from you after you did your suicide attempt, what did you do? What did you do? Even if you didn't fake it, let's say you actually did it, what did you do? What, you almost swallowed pills? What did you do? What's not being said here? Womp womp, nobody cares. Did you even read the document? I provided evidence that Apollo has been slandering me for years. Yeah. Yeah. Like, chat, you have people that usually don't engage with each other or like hate each other or whatever the case might be, fucking in these comment sections saying the same thing. It is like what Azihara said it best. Everyone, this person unified everyone in VTubing into a common cause. Like 100% for real. Like it's insane. Like she did manage to get everyone to hate her. It is a miracle. How much alcohol? Oh god, I'm getting fucking drunk right now. I mean, I'm starting to even like belch. Sorry. Holy shit. No matter what you post, Chacha, the strongest fucking evidence you have is Apollo warning somebody and her agency about your behavior that is actually true. That's the strongest piece of information you have. So stop it. Stop it before you hurt yourself. I mean, you already hurt yourself, but like, you know, what did we learn in the situation? We have learned to just shut the fuck up. If nobody likes you, then nobody likes you. If her income, her money, like her online career is what she's like worried about, what's she trying to prove posting a Google Doc about this? Nothing. You will not succeed in the VTubing space anymore. Everybody knows who you are. Okay, maybe not everybody, but people that pay attention knows who you are. Your voice is recognizable, right? Unless AI gets so advanced to a point that I can't recognize your shit, then no. Yeah, people know who you are. You are recognized, and everybody's just gonna warn people about you. Again, that's not just because of Apollo doing that. It's because everyone has a bad experience with you, because everybody doesn't like you. And you've been fucking everybody that you meet for years. Or, you know, not to do scummy shit.